Hello, my name's Mr. Icarus, and this is a WaxWingedGamer cast. Going to be casting the 4PL tournament. This is match number 8, I believe. Prawilne Ziomeczki against the ICCup Team. And our first ban's going to be out, Bat Hunter, as per usual. Very strong initiator. People just don't want to have to deal with that lasso. As well as Wisp. We've seen some great play, also especially from ICCup in the defense with Wisp. And Wisp, as I mentioned before, definitely changing in a massive way the way that your team approaches team fights, the way your team approaches just the game in general, and the way the opponent's team has to deal with your ability to get around the map much quicker than perhaps anybody else. So
5 seconds
looking for the second ban on Prawilne, and it will be Darkseer. Darkseer we've seen banned out quite a lot. A couple of very strong Darkseer games recently. One of by far the best offlaners in the game, and we've seen just most teams not wanting to have to deal with that, not wanting to try and figure out who the heck they're going to send against Darkseer in a long lane like that. So now we're looking for the last ban from ICCup. And yeah, ICCup definitely established. Prawilne, I haven't heard much of them. I know they've only played a few general matchmaking games, so if they're playing together and they're practicing, then they must be skirmishing or scrimmaging against other, other established teams. MaaL and Infi, both players that I'm fairly certain I've heard of before. Same thing with BesiMushi, so I believe capable, but we'll see how they play together. Keeper of the Light and Lifestealer are going to be the first big picks up on ICCup. Keeper of the Light, great support. Definitely going to be a lot of harass whoever goes up against him. Lifestealer, quite possibly in lane. Saw a very strong Lifestealer played in the last game, the last match by Absolute Legends, and really shows just what an incredible dominant force he can be. Very tanky, hard to kill. The Lifestealer, of course, the namesake, just dangerous to deal with.
Reserve time.
And open wounds, just a great slow to have on a carry type character. Nyx Assassin going to be picked up by Prawilne. Very dangerous unit. As long as you know how to play him. We did see Nyx Assassin get shut down. The first Nyx Assassin in the tournament get shut down on the last game. Absolute Legends played against Euphoria. Euphoria had a Nyx Assassin that was unable to get any farm or any kills at all, and it really put a big dent in their ability to continue playing. But we have seen a lot of Nyx Assassin bans earlier, and we know that Nyx Assassin is an extremely dangerous hero in Dota 2. Shadow Demon also getting picked up. Shadow Demon, one of the more popular supports in the metagame right now. And, Disruption, definitely able to set people up for some crazy ganks. Great save. Bunch of extra damage coming out of Soul something or other. Soul Catcher. And, Shadow Poison doing quite a lot of damage as well. The ulti just being a nuke and a slow. Shadow Demon, great support, and it'll be interesting to see how they decide to lane this. Nyx Assassin most often in the off lane, but he could be in a try. That's something that we have seen before. Shadow Demon definitely going to be supporting on the bottom lane for Prawilne. And it looks like they may send a Clockwerk solo off lane. It's fairly rare to see a Clockwerk playing anywhere else on the map as a general rule, but if he's going to be going up against this lone Druid, and I find it a little... No, he won't be going up against Lone Druid, but Lone Druid going to be solo offlane for ICCup on the bot lane. And whoever goes up against him, Lone Druid, of course, a very powerful offlaner as well. It's a little rare to see at this level of play Lone Druid jungling. But it could be quite the support to kind of turn the top lane for ICCup into sort of a pseudo try. You have Lone Druid jungling if Lifestealer's up there in lane, and with Keeper of the Light, then you have quite a lot of damage that can be put on someone very quickly with the bear and a lot of chase and stuff.
Reserve time.
Lone Druid can pull into lane, kill Clockwerk, I'm guessing, and and then pull back out. Would you see the next set of bans? Anti-Mage going to get pulled out. Anti-Mage, very dangerous carry if able to get farm, and so far Clockwerk not so much, but Shadow Demon and Nyx Assassin pretty light, and going to be a little bit higher on the mana once they get farmed up. And it looks like next two bans, Queen of Pain, very strong mid, as well as Rubik. I haven't seen any very strong Rubik games lately. I've actually seen some insane Rubik players crush. I believe it was Puppy on Na'Vi. Someone on Na'Vi had played an insane game. Phantom Lancer going to get banded as well, not fitting in with the ICCup lineup, and definitely someone that you don't want the opponent to have. Incredible push and very, very strong. Storm Spirit getting banned out on the side of Prawilne, and we're looking for the last ban before we flesh out the teams here. And I'm not really sure who they want to pick, who they think Prawilne might be going for. They got rid of Phantom Lancer. They got rid of Anti-Mage. Puck, they're trying to remove Puck, very strong mid. Prawilne still not with a strong mid. Nyx Assassin not going to be going mid. Will be on one of the lanes, probably bot lane, I guess. Not with Shadow Demon. I don't know. I expect Clockwerk to be on the off lane. It's very rare for Clockwerk to be anywhere else. I'm not sure who they're going to pick up at this point. They're going to want a ranged carry. I really think they're going to want a ranged carry, and they're not going to want someone who's too tanky, because Lifestealer is just going to be able to shut him down. So that kind of gets rid of, well, I mean, Skeleton King and Sven, both, you know, melee, but
Reserve time.
But just not sure who they can choose to kind of flesh this out. Nyx Assassin can be very dangerous, but I mean, so far their big farmers are going to be both melee, and they're going to get knocked right back. Anybody who gets laned against Keeper of the Light is not going to be picking up any farm at all.
5 seconds remaining.
And while a Clockwerk Nyx Assassin gank group could be very dangerous, Gyrocopter going to get picked up. I'd be very surprised if we didn't see Gyrocopter go mid. Rocket Barrage, very dangerous. We've seen this a few times in the tournament so far. So who can ICCup take to kind of take it back? Prawilne definitely going to have to think ahead and decide who they want their last guy to be. They've only got 4 seconds on reserve time. The last pick taking them quite a bit.
10 seconds remaining.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw maybe a Venomancer come up. They could use a little extra push or resistance to push. Keeper of the Light being quite capable. Leshrac, very high push. So there we go. Diabolic Edict able to take down towers and creeps at an insane pace, as well as actually enemy heroes, as long as you can catch them just 1 or 2 at a time, so that the burst damage doesn't get dissipated among multiple units. You know, with a lone Druid carry, Lifestealer hard carry, I would be a Venomancer, maybe a Pugna. It's very rare to see Pugna, remaining. But Prawilne definitely with a lot of units that are going to be using using a lot of abilities, not a whole lot of just right click here. An Outworld Devour, a very, very rare pick in the tournament. Haven't seen it in the tournament so far, and I think a rare pick at this level in play in general. Capable of doing a lot of damage, but does need quite a bit of farm and needs to make sure that he's maintaining an intelligence gap between himself and the units that he's going up against. Going to do a lot more damage. So I'm pretty sure that they picked him to go up against Lifestealer. Going to be able to do a lot of damage to Lifestealer and Lone Druid as well. Leshrac, Nature's Prophet, and Keeper of the Light are going to be much more. Nature's Prophet definitely going to build intelligence. Leshrac and Keeper probably not going to build particularly anything, you know, but won't be doing nearly as much damage, I think, to them, although they'll be squishy to start off with anyways. But Nature's Prophet, Leshrac, Keeper of the Light, just a lot of push coming from ICCup. They got the bear there to tank. They got Leshrac with Diabolic Edict. Keeper of the Light able to illuminate creep waves to straight to hell. And Prawilne Ziomeczki is going to have, I think, a lot of trouble dealing with an established team already that has some very, very pushy picks. ICCup going for the early, just an early pause, trying to deal with lag, but we'll go ahead and list out the players here. BesiMushi going to be playing on Outworld Devour, and I'm pretty sure, no, I have seen this team play before. I believe these guys played as Radiant against Team Ego. I'm fairly certain. So maybe they just didn't get they didn't get their names listed or something. Or they didn't get the team match whatever thing up. MaaL on Clockwerk, Infi on Nyx Assassin, Zyziuu on Gyrocopter, and thecheck is going to be playing Shadow Demon. I remember that they played fairly strongly against Team Ego, but can't remember whether they won or not. In any case, yes, so they are. This is going to be their second match and the first for ICCup. ICCup, Jackal going to be playing Lifestealer, ALWAYSWANNAFLY on Keeper of the Light. That's a trinket. Follow Mag. I can't see your whole name, buddy. Follow Mag on Nature's Prophet, WaxWingedGamer on Leshrac, and Resolution going to be taking up Lone Druid. We do see the early smoke, something that's becoming very common in the early game. And are they going to go for a level 1 Roche? Yes, it looks like it. So now we just need to see whether or not Prawilne is able to sight them out and maybe do that damage. They have the ability to take Roches early, and that's going to put them at a huge gold advantage. Right now, of course, the gold's going to be, you know, the line's going to be flat, but you'll just see this jump as soon as they can take him down. Here come the trees, and wards aren't up at all on their side, so they didn't catch them walking in. Wouldn't have from the smoke at any rate, but didn't see the trees rolling in that way that they could have seen, and would have shown them off or let them onto that Roche. There's the horn, and they're going to run out, and we already have a very early Roche.
The battle begins.
Is he going to be able to finish this before he dies? There we go. There's the Aegis. Aegis just going to sit? Who's picking that up?
Double damage!
Well, maybe nobody really needs to, but XP graph going boom. Instant, almost 2,000 straight to the Dire. And same thing for gold, 2,000 gold, going the way of ICCup. That's going to put them at a huge early game advantage. And an absolute great play. Looks like they're going to be setting up a tri-lane down bottom to go against Gyrocopter, Nyx Assassin, and Shadow Demon. A little bit of worry about having a Nyx Assassin in a tri-lane. He has to get those kills, otherwise he will not be picking up any farm. Lifestealer going to have a little bit of trouble going up against Gyrocopter here with the range deal. But, you know, with Leshrac there supporting him, and also a little bit of support from Caudle. Caudle definitely going to be blasting away through here with, you know, 3 targets to hit. Going to put him at quite an advantage. Follow Mag very low, but with the Aegis, so not too worried about it. And he's going to be farming up the safe lane against Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter hopefully going to be able to pick up a little bit more farm, but Follow Mag definitely has the advantage of. If he can get those trees out, he can harass Clockwerk straight out of the lane with those trees. Very much kind of like Lone Druid with the bear. Go ahead and take a look at the last hits here. And very, very aggressive play down here on the bottom lane. Leshrac and Caudle going to be pulling it back. Lone Druid does pause, so we can take a look at this right now. Clockwerk able to keep up with Nature's Prophet. Might have had a little bit of farm before Nature's Prophet got there. And Lone Druid going as well. Not great last hitting so far on either team. Really, but Lone Druid out farming, you know, Outworld Devourer for sure. And be able to harass him off with the bear. Outworld not with a lot of stuff. Did pick up very much the mid items, you know, get a little bit of extra Mantle of Intelligence. He's doing a lot of damage, especially with the Intelligence Steal. But will it be enough to get him those last hits and to get harass back on Lone Druid? Lone Druid and his damn bear. Keep the light, still only 6 HP. Leshrac a little bit higher, really trying to give it all up to Lifestealer. They're not going to be able to pull in this lane, so they will be sharing just about 3 ways. But here comes the first one. We're going to see the Rocket Barrage go up, going to try to push him back. There's the save with the disruption. thecheck manages to keep him back, but he's going to pull away, and they're really just trying to focus down. Gyrocopter does get treed, and one more hit, and that's all it takes. First blood going the way of Leshrac. Looks like thecheck is a little bit dangerous. In a little bit of danger here too. Nature's Prophet able to pick him off, and that's going to be 2 kills to them. Nature's Prophet, of course, able to move around very quickly, came immediately down from the top lane, and all of a sudden you got 4 guys there waiting to beat on you. It's going to be hard for them to deal with, even with the tri-lane, you know, 4 on 3, especially when one of your players is going to go down that fast. And with the amount of burst damage that ICCup is capable with at this point, you know, we saw the Illuminate. We saw, you know, Chakra Magic, he's going to be able to keep it up. Leshrac popped Diabolic Edict almost instantly, and he's going to be stuck in mana, or kept in mana by Keeper of the Light. This is going to be very hard for them to deal with, and I think a pretty early tower for ICCup. 3 range guys, and they're going to be able to just push that back, trying to look for the last hit here. They're going to go for the deny, but will they get it? Yes, Shadow Demon able to pick up the deny. Still 1,000 gold going to iCCup, and now, of course, Radiant being much less safe in the bottom lane here. Just incredible, very aggressive game by iCCup. Managed to take off. They're going to be able to kill Gyro here. They have to be. Great Cogs, going to take on a lot, but yes, they got Gyro. Cogs, not enough, and there go the trees. How's it like? How do you like being stuck there? And Clockwerk going to go down to 5-kill lead, going the way of iCCup very early. And Infi able to get away. Probably, if he can turn around and get another one of those off, Nature's Prophet going to pull ahead and whack on him a bit. They're not very healthy, and I think Nature's Prophet's going to die here. Did have Aegis. Still, Leshrac getting pushed back, but he's going to come back. And will they be able to take Gyrocopter 2? We're now 8 kills up. They keep coming back to try to defend, try to save, but they're not able to get any kills. All of iCCup still alive. Albeit barely. And they're moving in on Nyx. A lot of damage coming out. All they need is one more right click, and boom, he goes down. Clockwerk trying to save him with the cogs, but it's not going to be enough to save him. And we're already 10-0, only 4 minutes in. Insane team fight from iCCup. I don't believe, no, nobody went down through that entire thing. All extremely low health, sitting under 200 for most of the team fight, but never able to get picked off. Great urn use by, it wasn't Coddle, Leshrac, Nature's. Great urn use by Nature's. They will pick up charges rapidly and disseminate them amongst the team just as quickly. Keep everybody in health, keep everybody in the fight, and they were able to pick up a huge, huge gold advantage at that point. 5,000 gold up, definitely keeping them very smoothly ahead, and over 5,000 experience ahead too. This early in the game, at only 5 minutes, that kind of lead is nothing to be laughed at. That is a hell of a lead. So now they're going to have to try to farm it up. Dire's still ahead of most of their players as far as farm goes. Outworld Destroyer not able to pick up as much. Would have expected him on the bottom lane, might have been a little bit better. But they're basically just going as a 5, looking to catch someone out. Lifestealer going to pull straight back, and they're going to look to try and take a tower and get back some of this gold. They already know they can't keep pushing, or they can't keep farming down here on the bot lane. Their safe lane isn't safe anymore.
Radiant's top tower is
and they're going to have to deal with that. So here comes the push, 3 of them ready. Jackal, WeJustzik, and Coddle. Coddle going to be able to use a lot of, if he uses Illuminate, going to be able to blast them back. We can hear it charging up, and he's going to go ahead and use that on them, doing a ton of damage. Going to have to force them back. MaaL gets saved with the Astral Prison, but he's going to go down to Nature's Prophet, as well as Gyrocopter and Nyx Assassin. There's the triple kill. They're down by 13, and we already have GG. Only 6 minutes and 20 seconds in. We're saying that these matches were going incredibly fast before for the rest of this tournament, and boy, did I ever understate it. Not seeing matches longer than 30 minutes, and now I think we have a new record. 6 minutes, and they already know that iCCup just has too much of an advantage. They're playing too strongly, and they are out of their depth. I believe that's their 2nd loss, and I'm not sure if that's going to take them out of the tournament or not, but we'll go ahead and check on that. In any case, well, just bravo, great play, absolutely insane play by iCCup. Look forward to seeing more of you guys in the future. Just a really stunning play. Jackal, follow mag, just great. 7 kills going the way of Nature's Prophet. Leshrac able to pick up 4. Super aggressive, great mobility, huge team unity of action, I guess. Just able to keep everybody healed. Didn't lose anybody, even though everyone was at very low health for the majority of that team fight. We're able to pick up 8 or 9 team kills. Not just 5, but like two full team wipes, basically. On one set of lives without losing anybody, and at low levels too. So just great play by iCCup. You know, better luck next time to you guys over on PZ. And I'm trying to remember the full name, but I can't. Petrushka or something. But you know, congratulations, great game, very quick, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next match. This has been another WaxWingedGamer cast. My name is Mr. Icarus. If you like the casts, if you like the video and the commentary, do please like the video. Please subscribe. And if you have any constructive criticisms or criticisms in general, please do, comment. Let me know. Any criticism is always greatly accepted. So thank you for watching, and